Assalamu alaikum everyone. All right, Bitcoin, the troublemaker in the room, and this is always going to be our troublemaker, our favorite troublemaker. But this time, what Bitcoin is doing is actually a defining moment for what is about to come in Q4. Q4 is still in the sight. Okay, Q4 is still being created. It's actually in the process. It's not done. We're not done just yet. Today's 22 of October. Okay, 22 days are gone. We have 8 more days left, and then we have another 60 days more until the end of the year. So we have like 68 days, and 68 days is a lot. A lot can happen in 68 days. As a matter of fact, in the next 68 days, my personal take is that Bitcoin is going to be trading nearly $98,000 in Q4. All right, these are high chances that I do see that Bitcoin makes it all the way up to $98,000 in Q4. One psychological thing about Bitcoin going back to $72,000 or $75,000 is that a lot of people may start to wonder, especially the bears, that Bitcoin is not going to go up anymore. Oh no, the $69,000 is a big resistance because the last year Bitcoin didn't break up, and Bitcoin was not successful to break and go back up. In 2021 the bear market started of Bitcoin, and 69,000 was very bad to break. We cannot really break it anymore. Woohoo, let's short the market. Bitcoin is gonna drop down from here. Let's short the market. Let's do it. All those bears are gonna say this, and they're gonna come inside that. But I highly doubt that it's gonna happen, that Bitcoin is gonna go down. I could be wrong by the end of the day, but the thing is that I expect Bitcoin until Q4 to make it all the way up to $98,000. Now, you see, guys, I know it's boring and we have to wait. But the thing is, when we have 68 days, right? 68 days. I mean, if you end up pumping up today to $98,000, what are you going to do for the rest 67 days? What are you going to do until next year, September next year? We have plenty of time in bull run. All the bull run is asking for is for you to give it the time that it wants to be there. So the fact that it's boring, it's because if today, if next week, if maybe at the 1st of November you start to see Bitcoin moving all the way up to $98,000, what are you going to do for the next of the year? All right. Pumping is not an issue, but the thing is that it should pump at some point, right? So don't really, think too much about waiting. It's okay. It's pretty normal. One more thing is that the EMAs here, if I just load it up, we have the EMAs on the weekly that are being supported big time at the moment. So there could be chances of seeing the EMA crawling up just a little bit. We see the sideways consolidation until 4th of November or 5th of November or maybe 10th of November, which is 20 days from now. And then you start to slowly go up to $75,000 and $79,000 in November. I actually think Bitcoin is going to be trading at $79,000 or $80,000 in November. So you consolidate in November just a little bit, move down, come down to 74, 70,000 again, and by December you go all the way back up to $98,000, $99,000, right? And then hopefully somewhere in the whole of 2025, we get to see Bitcoin moving all the way up to that either 230 or 270,000. This to me is going to be the top here. Actually, I think it's a good exit plan if we see Bitcoin moving to 230. What is this? Okay, so this is going to be from the previous all-time high. If anyone bought at $69,000, he is not in profit. And a lot of people say Bitcoin is going to top out at 100,000. So basically 41% profit. No, that doesn't sound right to me. 41%, it doesn't sound right to me, man. Come on, what are you guys talking about? So if it does go up to even 230,000, okay, 250%, 2.5x, okay, fine. If it does make it up to 270, that's like 300%, 3x nearly, right? So it does make a lot of sense to go to 230, 270, even based on this psychological number and the psychological profitability that I've just shown you right there. It doesn't make sense to go up 40% and then go for another bear market, which we've already been in the bear market for the past how many, 2 to 3 years. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So anyone who is saying that 90,000 or 100K is the top, I highly doubt if that's going to be the top, right? And I would really hate crypto if it does that, because if you want to go to just 98, 100K for making people waiting for 2 to 3 years, do not do the bull run at all. Don't even do it. Don't bother doing it. One more thing is Bitcoin has broken out of the curse, okay? This is a curse of Bitcoin for a very, very, very long time that Bitcoin has failed to pop out of. And you can see that it has finally broken above that little bit of resistance that it has failed to do so. So you can see that in here, it failed. Right there, it failed. Right here, it failed. And this started all the way since 12th of March. So ever since March all the way to October, and of course October is the best month in crypto. So I'm not surprised that the break happened in October, because that's when the whole party literally gets started. So it's clear. Here's the evidence. It is as clear as the moon that Bitcoin has finally made a body closing above this trend line. So if I go on into that and zoom in here, this is finally, for the first time, you have made successful series of body closing above that resistance. Even better, you came down for the retest, you're making a doji, and from here, this is the next technical target. So if I just take that arrow pointed from the top to the bottom here, I'm just going to do it like that. And you can see that placing it right over here is going to take Bitcoin to nearly $91,000. So Q4 technical target for me personally, by the end of December, I see Bitcoin going to $91,000. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love you.